Okay, we got another death battle. This time Wolverine versus Raiden. I'm going to call it right now. Wolverine wins. I love Metal Gear. I have played every Metal Gear except for the ones on the handheld consoles and the original NES. Yes, Metal Gear started on the NES, you know, with Mario. Snake is a character as old as Mario. Well, not quite. Mario's a little older because of the Donkey Kong game. But still, he's pretty old. He's pretty much an icon of gaming. And I played all of them except for the original two on the NES and the handheld ones. So, but still, I played the vast chunk of them. So I know Raiden. I know what he can do. Wolverine's going to win. That healing factor of his is just too much. It's too much. So, that's why I predict Wolverine's going to win. Now, let's watch. What the fuck? Okay. It's lagging. Don't know why. But, okay, it's fixed. The industry premieres. Okay, I gotta watch that.
Long-range weaponry are effective tools of destruction, but there's just something special about killing up close and personal with a blade. Like Wolverine, the vicious anti-hero of the X-Men.
And Raiden, the deadly cyborg ninja from Metal Gear.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I'm telling you right now, that damn healing factor Wolverine's is too much.
3 stretches, 3 claws. This is the mark of the Wolverine.
But before he was the poster boy of the X-Men, he was born James Howlett in 1886.
No.
And he was the wimpiest kid ever.
You're
He
using
was
the
tiny and
movie?
pathetic, sick all the time, but little James wasn't stuck in bed for too long.
As he grew
You're
up,
using
James
the
started to develop
fucking
mutant
movie?
powers, which gave him animal senses and rapid healing. But when the family groundskeeper Thomas Logan murdered his father, James learned he had a more lethal power hidden within.
Retractable bone claws? Old Thomas never knew what hit him, or more specifically, what stabbed him to death.
But Thomas used his dying breath for the oh-so-original plot twist: I'm your father.
Going from 2 dads to 0 in a matter of seconds. Anyway, James took on the name Logan to poorly hide his identity and ran away from home with his childhood friend Rose. But then he accidentally stabbed her to death too. Damn, those things seem really inconvenient. Like a murder erection. Always popping up when you least expect it.
You should probably see a doctor. With his healing ability slowing
Only
his
coolest
aging,
part in that
Logan has
movie.
lived over
Right there.
100 years. He fought in both World Wars and Vietnam before joining a special weapons project called...
He's fought in a lot more than that.
This is where he took the name, the Wolverine.
What? Like almost every other secret project ever, it was actually yet another horrifying super soldier project.
Of course.
Whilst there, Wolverine enjoyed such treatments as being cut open repeatedly, having his DNA harvested, and getting his skeleton a pimped out chrome job.
Against Logan's will, a scientist named Dr. Cornelius infused his bones with adamantium, a rare man-made metal alloy. Adamantium is extremely dense and stable on a molecular level, making it reportedly indestructible. Even Thor has a hard time breaking it.
And Dr. Scientist also
Interesting.
hypnotized Wolverine.
And that's something. Mjolnir was crafted in the heart of a dwarf star.
Well, Wolverine went crazy and slaughtered
if
everyone.
he has
with
problems
Weapon X.
breaking it,
So I guess you could say the
Raiden ain't
experiment
got a
turned out
chance.
to be a complete success. Good job, everybody.
How did they come out sharp? You know, how did they come out perfectly
After wandering
formed
the
and
wilderness
sharp?
and tangling with the Hulk, Wolverine was eventually discovered by the X-Men, who molded him into a real hero. Logan had finally found a place to call home, and a family he did not stab to death.
Old Wolvie's got more mutant powers than Kim Kardashian has butt injections. He has keen animal-like senses and expert tracking skills, can move faster than the eye can see, and can lift up to 2 tons. His adamantium
Now, the reason I say
claws
use
can
the
cut through
movie, and they
almost
may
anything,
retcon it in
and
the comics,
conveniently
but
never has to sharpen them. He's immune
Wolverine's
to
supposed to be
disease, can resist
old,
mind
like
control,
way
and can
older
fight
than
for days
just
without tiring.
100.
Oh, and for some
Like,
reason
really,
he can sense
really
people's feelings
old.
and talk to them. Like, some sort of
They
bear
may have
whisperer.
retconned it for the comics and stuff, but he was supposed to be an old guy.
Who runs faster than the speed of sound.
Despite all of this, his greatest attribute is his sheer durability. He's like Super Rocky.
Wolverine has survived hits from Thor and the Hulkbuster, battled with Satan himself, and was once blown up with nothing left but his adamantium skeleton.
Think that stopped him? Hell no! He got back up and beat the ever-living shit out of the emo Bomberman who blew him up in the first place. Jesus Christ! Can anything stop this
Fucking
guy?
awesome!
Well, technically, he has died a few times. He even used to have a deal with the Angel of Death to be resurrected should his healing factor ever be overtaxed. But eventually, he gave it up in exchange for his soul. Yeah, this actually happened. However, according to Professor Xavier, leader of the X-Men, Wolverine's healing factor stems from his brain. Ah? Get it? Stem? Like brainstem?
Wiz, I'm the funny one. Just stick to being boring.
Aw. Anyway, this means Wolverine can be killed by drowning or destroying his brain. But seeing as his brain's protected by a thick adamantium skull, it's probably staying where
Shouldn't
it
the
is.
fire have
Still,
destroyed
there's
his
a
brain
reason why
when he
Logan
got
keeps
burnt
getting into
down to
bad
nothing but a
situations like
skeleton?
these. He's a lone wolf and
It's
doesn't
like, that's
relying
not
on
like
others.
as actual
And he's
feeling
got a
factor.
bit of
That's
a
just
temper.
what Professor Xavier thinks his healing factor comes from. And that fury,
Piss him off too much! Something snaps and Wolverine will
God.
enter.
In
Well,
this
I'm getting
state,
bacon,
Wolverine
so-
loses all self-control and ignores all pain, as he is consumed by the animalistic killer instinct that still
Berserker
beat
Raid's
within
just
him by
fucking
Dr.
awesome
Cornelius
shows
all
and
those
stuff.
years ago.
they're always so cool looking. Oh! Damn!
My stars.
When did he become a furry? I don't get that. When did he become furry?
Born in Liberia, a young boy named Jack lost his
Liberia?
parents and was adopted by
I played
the
Metal Gear
future
Solid
president
2
of
when
the
I was
United
little and
States.
never went back
Which
to it,
sounds
so
like
I
a pretty
don't
good
actually
upside
remember the
considering,
story.
Except Sears was actually solid as Snake, a traitor who manipulated world leaders to profit from the war economy. Oh, and the fact that he killed Jack's parents. I'm your dad now.
Being the perfect parent he is, Solidus enlisted Jack in the Liberian Civil War, where he became captain of his own commando unit in the Army of the Devil.
It's an army
It's
of...
not an actual army of devils.
Oh, damn it.
A natural harbinger of death, Jack's high kill count earned him the nickname Jack the Ripper. He accomplished all of this, and he was only 10 years old.
Oh my god, could you imagine this kid during puberty? If it ever even hits. I mean, even 10 years later, he still looks like he's waiting for the old stones to drop.
Well, they had to sometime. After being abandoned by Solidus, Jack fell for a girl named Rose and eventually got her pregnant.
Jack was tormented by his past life and sought to right his wrongs by joining a special task force. With them, he teamed up with the legendary Solid Snake to take down some bad guys, destroy giant robots, go streaking, and even kill dear old foster dad. All under his awesome new code name, Raiden.
Not that cool.
Except all along, he was actually being controlled by the Patriots, a secret organization manipulating the U.S. from behind the scenes and bent on dominating the world.
Zero.
Yeah,
Sigint,
okay, hang on to your butts,
paramedic.
because this is where things start getting out of hand. See, his girlfriend Rose was actually a Patriot spy and was manipulating his life the entire time they were together. Women,
See,
right?
it's been forever
Like,
since
she
I
was all
played
like,
this game.
"My
I don't,
bad,
and
love
I was
you."
little.
And
I
he
don't
was like,
remember
"It's gay, let me
shit.
put my dick in you. And then they had a kid.
Well, first she actually said she had a miscarriage and married another man to trick Raiden, but it was really to trick the Patriots.
Wiz, please, the story is confusing enough without bringing that into this. Eventually, they got back together and had a kid. Can we please go back to talking about killing people now?
Sure. One day he was captured by the Patriots and used as a test subject for exoskeletal enhancement surgery, transforming him into a superhuman cyborg ninja.
That's what I'm talking about.
As a cyborg, Raiden went from a force
That's
to be
awesome.
reckoned with
It's always
to an
cyborg
unstoppable
ninjas.
killing machine. He is fast enough to outrun bullet trains and even run on walls.
And he can do shit like this.
You too, immortal.
No. I just don't fear death.
Yeah!
Drugs must be fun.
That's not even the half of it. Raiden is strong enough to lift and throw a Metal Gear Ray.
Yeah!
While a Ray's exact weight is unknown when compared to a Metal Gear Rex, which weighs 557 tons, we can estimate its weight to be over 1,000 tons.
And that wasn't even his final form.
Right, Raiden eventually got a newer, better cyborg body, which was even more powerful.
Strong enough to flip this giant thing, rip off its building-sized sword, and then fight a duel with it.
I'm just so
and
happy.
finish it off at blinding speed. I mean, what in the actual hell?
When he's not wielding building-sized blades, Raiden wields a high-frequency blade called the Murasama. Originally forged in the 16th century, the Murasama was re-outfitted with high-frequency technology. By creating a powerful current through the blade that vibrates.
There's so much stuff in these games that I just don't know or don't pay attention to.
Forcibly slicing through almost anything.
Except for the main Metal Gear games. Like 1, I remember perfectly. 2, I don't, because I didn't care about Raiden. 3, I also remember perfectly. Any game where you play as Snake or Big Boss, I remember. Not Metal Gear Solid 2, though. I don't remember that too well.
Allowing intense agony from wounds to envelop his senses causes him to lose himself.
It's actually kind of strange how I remember Metal Gear Solid 1 better than I do Metal Gear Solid 2. I guess that's just how much I like Snake. Woo! Look at that!
Who's next?
Woo! Berserker mode.
Comes at a price. You know, aside from the whole pain and sanity thing.
God, the jaw.
These enhanced modes rely on a fuel supply, and using them burns through it at a rapid pace.
Raiden can only carry enough fuel to sustain these modes for a very limited time, and relies on absorbing more fuel cell electrolytes from enemy cyborgs. Plus, his blood is not natural, and must be changed regularly, like the oil in a car.
But still...
I am lightning.
That scene. Boom! Yeah! Goodbye, frogs.
Alright, the combatants are set.
How did
Let's
he
end
do
this
that?
debate once
It's
and for
never
all.
explained.
It's time for a
Like,
death
did he really
battle!
just become the lightning? Did he really just become the lightning? God damn it.
It's time for a death
So I don't know why this video is lagging. I mean, the last video we watched, the one with Satan versus Mr. Satan versus Dan Hibiki, didn't lag. So I don't know why this is. God, it's fucking hot in here. I can't turn up the fan though, it'd screw with the mic. How's Wolverine going to come in this? Oh, is it about the shit? That was the weirdest part of that. Those robots, how they just shit themselves.
Who the hell are you? Get out of my way.
Fat chance, bub.
You're next.
They have the 80s. They have the 90s voice. You know, from the 90s cartoon.
What? Who? What are you?
Gotta admit, that hurt.
How's he heal his clothing?
Nice trick, Voltron. I'm actually more human than you. And that's saying something.
Let's dance.
Now I want to see a fight with Big Boss. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5 right now, and Big Boss, I love him. He's good. He's a cool guy.
No use hiding, bub. The nose knows.
Come on, Wolverine. Prove me right. Prove that you don't actually need that brain healing factor shit. Because just he was burned down to the skeleton. I'm pretty sure Xavier's Fury is wrong. He just regenerates. Why are you lagging? It's like the first death battle it's ever lagged. You didn't do that with Deadpool. You didn't do that with Solid Snake. So why is it lagging this one? Something else must be going on in my queue that I'm not paying attention to.
Well, my bones are covered in the strongest metal around. Does that count? I'll just have to swing harder then. Face adamantium.
Oh, I don't know who I want to win. I just know who I think will win, and that's Wolverine. These death battles are getting to a point where I don't know who I want to win.
Oh, ouch. All right, Terminator. Now you've got me mad. Shit! Not again!
Again?
RoboCop. Pain. This is why I fight. It's time for Jack the Ripper to let her rip.
Fucking berserker mode. Wolverine can take the hits, though. Jack can't.
Oh my god.
Because of Wolverine's adamantium skeleton and stubborn healing factor, he was able to hang in there despite Raiden's clearly superior speed and strength.
He could have even kept it up until Raiden ran out of fuel, if it weren't for one important question. Could the high-frequency blade cut adamantium?
To answer this, we dug deep into Marvel Comics history and found Misty Knight,
this better
a
be good.
lesser-known Marvel heroine with a bionic arm made of Antarctic vibranium. This anti-metal emanates vibrations which weaken its target's molecular bonds, exactly like Raiden's high-frequency blade. Like the Murasama, this can destabilize and break any metal, including adamantium.
And while in Jack the Ripper mode, Raiden can strike with enough force to cut through buildings and machines built to survive nuclear wars.
With that much strength behind a sword like that, plus Raiden's speed and technology advantage, Wolverine's supposedly indestructible skeleton met its match.
Any way you slice it, Raiden just had the right gear for the job.
The winner is Raiden.
Well, we already know who's next time because I did a reaction to it before this. But the thing about the head being, the brain being where he gets his regeneration from doesn't make sense with the fact that he was burned down to the bone. The flames would have gotten to his brain and burned that to a crisp as well, but he regenerated from it. In the end, Xavier's idea of where the regeneration comes from, it's just a theory. It's not proven fact. In fact, if anything, it was disproven by Wolverine being burned down to the bone. At least that's my belief. If you have a counter argument, I would much like to hear it. But I will believe the blade. Because it was a Marvel thing where they showed that a vibrating substance that could destroy molecular bonds could defeat adamantium, so I believe that. I did not know that, so now that I do, I will say Raiden would win. I just don't believe the head thing. That doesn't make any sense to me now with the knowledge I have.